Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Gamer, and this is 7 Days of Gaming. This week we have a busy release schedule with Nintendo, Evolve and a cricket game. Who would have thought? Evolve, some might argue the biggest release of the week. However, I've not really seen too many playing it, so I'm not sure it is. However, it is a game about 4 versus 1, so there's 4 hunters versus 1 monster, and you have to take it down. Interesting concept. Did it work? I'm not so sure. I played it at Eurogamer. I was sort of impressed, but as someone who works away and doesn't have internet access, it's not something I'm going to pick up. Nintendo were kind of busy this week. They had the new 3DS and new 3DS XL consoles, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask 3D, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy Plus. Wow, that's a mouthful. All quite big releases. Monster Hunter 4 is massive, I know it is. Legend of Zelda is huge by a lot of people. Ace Combat, not sure how that's going to go down with the sort of casual fans of Nintendo, but it's good to see they are bringing games like that over there. Touchscreen could work quite well on that. New consoles look really good. I was quite impressed when I saw them. Would maybe make me fancy taking them up again and getting one. Who knows. Also out this week for Xbox One and PS4 is The Escapists. The Escapists is a game developed by one guy, Chris Davis. I had the pleasure of speaking to him in Eurogamer. He was such a nice man. He actually went out of his way for about half an hour just to speak to me. And we just sat talking about games and game development. It was really cool. Such a good little indie game. Basically what the plan is, you're a prisoner and you have to escape from jail. It's rock solid and you'll be stuck for ages, but it's such a great game. Developed by one guy, and if you can pick it up and afford it, pick it up, because it's well worth supporting. And the final release for the week is Don Bradman Cricket 14. I have no idea who Don Bradman is. However, it is the Cricket World Cup, so I don't know if he's something to do with that. It's out for PS4 and Xbox One. That's all that we said on that, really. And now we take a look back at 7 days of gaming news. Starting off with, of course, the biggest news story of the week. And in some of the more surprising news of the week, the guys behind Elder Scrolls and Fallout, etc., have announced that they're going to attend E3. This might not seem so shocking, but they never do. I was discussing this last week with a friend, and strange enough, then they announced it. Everyone is speculating it's going to be Fallout 4, and for once, I hope it is, because I really liked Fallout 3, and I know I'll sink many hours in this. So, here's hoping. And finally, after 2 months, the PS4 is the best-selling console once again. It was outsold by the Xbox One in November and December, but it's finally changed, and PlayStation 4 has shipped more units this month in January. So Sony has sold 18.5 million PS4s so far. It's pretty impressive. Staying with the Xbox and PS4 battle, we come to Titanfall. Titanfall 2, it's not much of a surprise really, but they've announced that the second game in the series, which is probably in development, will be over more than one platform, which is good, because that game did look pretty good. I've wanted to play it for a while, and unfortunately sold my Xbox before it came out. But it looks good, and I, for one, am excited it's on multiple consoles now. And now we come to Peter Molyneux and 22 Cans. These guys started off with a game that came out a couple of years ago where basically you had to tap blocks and get rid of them. And it was supposed to be this massive big thing, and basically whoever won it got a secret prize. And the secret prize was to work on their next game, which was Goddess. Goddess was a Kickstarter, and it went horribly wrong for them. Basically, most people in 22 Cans have now left or been let go. Peter Molyneux said that suffice to say, the Goddess Kickstarter will not be fulfilled, so that's not good. And also, we are basically leaving out the game now, so this isn't going to happen. Peter Molyneux also said that he's not going to speak to the press anymore, that he's disappointed, that he's trying to be creative and people aren't letting them, blah 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 blah. Basically, it's a Kickstarter that went horribly wrong. Someone who thought they were maybe better than what they were, and it just hasn't worked. 18 months ago, the game was supposed to come out, and it still hasn't came out yet, which I think proves quite a lot. So yeah, it went all wrong for them. It's a shame. These are people's jobs, people's careers, that sort of thing. There was a massive, big interview with Rock, Paper, Scissors that makes interesting reading if you head over there. So yeah, it's not good, and they raised over £525,000 as well. Yeah, Kickstarters seem to be going down a lot lately. It's a bit of a shame. Goddess was a game I hadn't touched. I tried the block breaking one. I can't even think what it was called now. Curiosity, I think it was, but nah, never mind. Yeah, big news story. It's a shame. That's the biggest news stories of the week. We also have a few others, and these are in roundup form. Just Cause 3 was given a trailer this week called Firestarter, which featured a brilliant rendition of Firestarter by the Prodigy and a date of Holidays 2015 for release. Check the trailer out on Geekspective now. Very good. It was announced that Battlefield Hardline attracts 6 million players in its little current beta test, or demo as it's known as. So that went pretty well. I checked it out. I hope you did too. And it comes out on March 17th in the US and March 19th in Europe. And finally, we have the announcement from Paradox that they're going to bring out a game called Cities Skyline, which will launch on March 10th. This is a massive open world game. It's not as restrictive as SimCity, and I, for one, am excited about that. And that was it. 7 days of gaming. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you again next week for more.